brilliant Lindsay Johnston.
Thank you. I pay respect to the traditional owners of the land, the Gadigal. It's Aboriginal land, always was, always will be. That's the Greens' position right across this great nation. I'd like to thank the organisers for tonight and the invitation to have me come along and speak. Now, I'll speak first on this West Connects issue. You might have heard that I have been a victim myself in a past life of compulsory acquisition. I know what so many people are going to go through with this. What we need more than anything else at the moment is for the community to stand rock solid against this. The Greens we've stood every vote, every MP, federally and at the state level, and I know that Irene Doubtney stood strongly against this council. I will be following, if elected, in that great tradition of the Greens, to stand with the community and oppose such a huge, badly planned waste of money foisted on the community, which will destroy the community's quality of life. There's nothing good about this project. When one looks into it, if the 17 odd billion that it's blown out to now had been all invested in public transport and a well-designed transport infrastructure around that, we would be heading towards, in this city now, some of the world's best transport infrastructure to move people around. And it's not just people, it's also goods. Now, the argument is that we need this, the health service. What Port Botany needs more than anything else is duplicated rail, electrified in there, roll the trains through and have all the organisational hubs out west somewhere, if road transport needs to be used at all. So, the Greens' position on this, as I said, is very, very clear. We stand with the community against West Connects. We always have, we always will. What I would like to see, and the Greens would like to see in Sydney, is that we work collectively together to oppose this. I think the community has shown great inspiration, but I think at the political level, generally speaking, there's been some division, and we need to overcome that. That's a desperate need that we get to that immediately. Now, I see the time's clicking away, so I'll get on to the business vote. I took it upon myself today just to have a glance through the non-residential roll. I get the feeling that what's happened is that there's been a huge number of owners of property register, but it hasn't flowed very much further at this stage. The Greens' position on this, as it is with West Connects, is we oppose. Every jurisdiction that we have representatives in government, we oppose non-residential compulsory voting. It is just wrong that people would be threatened with a $2,200 fine, and if they don't vote, it reduces down to $55. Now that's one aspect of it, but to rob the community of your right to cast a vote and to have it counted and not diluted against the director of, for example, AMP or the ANZ Bank or Citibank, these are the sort of organisations which are competing against you now for your vote in your city, and to not oppose this it's an abomination on democracy. Now, as I said, we stood against this at the beginning. We would definitely support any repeal that was put forward, and we would be moving certainly in the new Parliament to repeal this particular piece of ugly legislation which is robbing our residents. I mentioned very briefly about my involvement in compulsory acquisition in the past. Yes, I've been kicked out of a home twice. First, I got kicked out in the early stages of the Albury-Wodonga Development Corporation. That was compulsory acquisition by government. It was poorly handled at the time. As it turned out, it was probably a great waste of public money. Probably not as bad as West Connects, though, I might add. I think it's probably the worst you would ever see. Second time round, the ANZ Bank took it upon themselves to retire me and beat me out. I fought and I won. My speciality is to fight the big end of town. I'm there for you. You want to fight, I'll be there with you.